imagine dance? Do you think of it as a sport? Maybe only for white women? How hard do you think dance really is? In my opinion, dance is a sport. Men can dance, as well as people with a different color of skin. Depending on the type of dance, the difficulty varies with your skill level. Some things I want to cover are the story of Michaela DePrince, which explains racism in dance, and also touch on sexism in dance. Another subject I will explain is how people depict dance as, whether dance is a sport or not, and how hard it is to be a dancer. First, let's talk about racism in dance. In the genre of ballet, African American dancers are in the minority. Michaela DePrince is one of those dancers. She started dancing as a young girl, and it was her dream to become a professional ballerina. Michaela received criticism from one of her dance teachers, saying things like, "We don't put a lot of effort into black girls because they all end up getting fat." Everyone who criticized her ended up being very wrong because now she is a professional dancer at the Dutch National Ballet. Next, let's talk about sexism in dance. Many men feel like if they told anyone that they danced or were a ballerina, then they would get teased. Some men are getting criticized because they dance. This is not right. They deserve a right to do what they do, just like some women play basketball or soccer. Let me ask you a question. What do you think dance is? What comes to your mind when someone says dance? When most people hear the word dance, they think of little white girls twirling around in a room like this. When a dancer hears the word dance, they think of the hard work and dedication they put into their dances and moves. As my ballet teacher says, if you think ballet is easy, then you're not doing it right. Can I ask you another question, or are you tired of my questions? Well, too bad if you're tired of questions, because I'm going to throw another one at you anyway. Do you think dance is a sport? My answer to that question is a big yes. Do you know why? First, let's look at the definition of sport. It says, an activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against one another for entertainment. Dance. Does it involve physical exertion? Yes. Does it involve skill? Yes. Does it involve an individual or team competing? Yes. Are the competitions for entertainment? Yes. Does this change your mind about that first question? First, let's talk about how... Okay. Next, I would like to address how hard it is to be a dancer. It is so hard to be a dancer because of the injuries, teasing, time commitment, physical demands, and expenses. First, let's talk about how common injuries are in dance. Dancers are very prone to injuries. Statistics show that 80% of dancers incur at least one injury a year that affects their ability to perform, compared to a 20% injury rate for rugby or football players. Do you know what that means? That means that dancers have a higher risk of getting injured than football or rugby players. Wow. Now we will talk about the teasing that some dancers have to go through. Many dancers get teased or misunderstood. Often male ballet dancers get teased and accused of being homosexual. Why do people do this? I have no idea, but it needs to stop. It leaves people feeling sad, depressed, and it could make them want to quit their passion, dance. Dance takes up a lot of time. The dancers that go to college for dance about 12 to 16 hours a week. On top of all that dancing they do, they still have to go to school and finish their homework just like the rest of us. That means that they can't really hang out with friends much either. Dance has a lot of physical demands. Some of those demands are flexibility, practice, hard work, strength, balance, and coordination. This takes a lot of time to master these skills. It's hard to become a dancer if you don't have these traits. Dance can get super expensive too. Parents may pay up to from $30 to $90 for one class. If that class is like once a week, and let's say it's $60, if you did it for 1 year, that would add up to $3,000. Only for one class. I hope this information has helped you understand dancers a lot better. Thank you for watching.